So, it's just I just want to do. I felt that I wanted to do this video too, so I don't send the wrong message as well. Like, I don't want to become one of those YouTubers or this video that says I'm going to show you the number one trick to do this, and then you watch the whole video and there's no trick, right? Hello guys, and thank you for tuning in. Today I want to do a follow-up video of my latest video, which was which are the best libraries, which are the best stock libraries. And I feel like I left some things unsaid. I feel that some of you felt misled maybe. And my intention with this YouTube channel is to help as many musicians and producers and composers as possible, as many as possible of you guys to start monetizing your compositions and your songs through stock music libraries. And when we talk about stock music libraries that are actually worth your time and your effort to upload music to start making sales, I feel like whatever I said on that video, it could be a little bit misleading for some of you. So today I want to break it down very easy and a little bit more straightforward. So what I meant with this video and the message of that particular video was mainly that, as you know, I started uploading my music in 2014 in Audio Jungle, and I started my sales in Audio Jungle really, and I was just an exclusive author. So at the time I was making all my revenue with Audio Jungle and all of my sales, and I started from the ground up, okay, from 0 sales to breaking the threshold of start getting paid with $50 back then. And I still believe that that's the threshold in order to cash to get your first paycheck through PayPal or Payoneer or whatever it is that you're using. And then after that, this was in 2015, I believe. But then after that, I started uploading to other libraries and I had a non-exclusive account. So I started experimenting with that. And what happened is that I started composing brand new songs for non-exclusive accounts. And what I started noticing is that in different libraries, those particular songs will be doing very well. And then all of a sudden in Audio Jungle, that same song was not selling. And this was an eye-opener for me. And I had many advice from fellow composers and people saying to me that I should try to go non-exclusive and focus as well on non-exclusivity, so you can actually test the waters there and see which libraries work best for you. And I really delayed that process, and that's why today I'm sharing so much about non-exclusivity and different libraries and what's my strategy really. That's what I'm talking about here. So in my latest video, what I was talking about is that some libraries at times they do change, because sales, as we know, they fluctuate a lot. Okay, and I learned this the hard way. Okay, because I earn all my money with stock music, and really I cannot rely just on one library. So in 2016, roughly, I joined 2015, the end more or less. I joined Pond5, I joined Logstock, I joined Production Tracks 123 RF. Motion Elements as well, okay, and I started uploading a lot of songs there, okay, and it was the same song. So, but I started my portfolio from scratch, one song at a time. Fast forward now a few years later, and I have joined other libraries as I go along. Melody Loops and Audio Micro was one of them, and I believe I did a video about it back in 2017 at the end. I might put the link below so you can check it out. And what happened is that I noticed that as my portfolio grew, my non-exclusive portfolio grew, and I started taking all of those songs out to other libraries and start uploading them. And eventually I had the same amount of songs. Let's call this number a round number of like 50 songs or so. At this moment it's a little bit more than that, obviously. Much more than that actually. In certain non-exclusive libraries, what I noticed is that in certain libraries, those songs were performing very well, and in other ones, it's like not even one sell. So that was an eye-opener for me. So my main account, or my main breadwinner, the one that was giving me all of my bread and butter, if you will, was Audio Jungle. Over the years, this actually changed, and Audio Jungle fell. As we know, I've done a video as well about the drop in sales in Audio Jungle over the years, and this is nothing new. I'm not a special case either. This happens to the best of us. But what happened is that the other accounts started to compensate for that, like Pawn 5, for example, production tracks, okay? And to this day, what I do, I have changed my main account on Audio Jungle, the non-exclusive, that it was exclusive. I changed that to non-exclusive now. And over the years, I have built up to 500, almost 600 tracks now. And I have been taking all those tracks out, putting them in Pawn 5 and other libraries. So I just want to give you a quick update of which ones are the top libraries for me for the last two years. And especially since last summer that I changed my Audio Jungle account to non-exclusive. So the main account that is doing very well for me is Pawn 5 and Melody Loops, actually. That would be the top two that I actually perform very well. And I have enough music to have tested this, and Melody Loops, you have heard me talk a lot about Melody Loops lately or in previous videos, that yes, there are small sales. We're talking about $4 per song, sometimes $2, but it's a constant sales, and this adds up. And what I love about Melody Loops is that you get paid weekly when you reach the certain threshold, which I think the minimum is $50. It's a good, nice paycheck every Friday to actually keep uploading and having sales there. They have a limit of music that you can upload there. I think it's 6 tracks at any given time. But it's a small team, okay? It's a small website. There are a few of composers from Audio Jungle. They are there, and leave in the comments if you are one of them and how you're doing on Melody Loops. But I see a lot of potential there for growth. So Melody Loops is one of the main sites that I'm doing very well, and Pawn 5 as well. Okay. Audio Jungle is still up there, but I wouldn't say that Audio Jungle is the main seller for me at this point. And I keep putting music there as well, but it doesn't seem to respond, and that's the nature of the beast. Okay, so I just wanted to address that very quickly with you and share it with you, because my goal with this YouTube channel and whatever I say and talk about when it comes down to stock music is to never be misleading, and I want to encourage as many of you guys to start selling music on different platforms. So the message of that video was really test it for yourself and upload in as many as possible. I have done a list in my free guide of all the libraries that I'm involved with. And another thing I wanted to share with you is the ones that are not performing very well, okay? So I joined Melody Loops and Audio Micro at the same time, that very same day, okay? Obviously, the review and the whole process when you join a library, it might take a few weeks before they accept you. But when I start uploading on both of them, I joined the same month and I uploaded the same amount of tracks at the same time, because that's my strategy. I just grab one song or a bunch of songs in this case, and I just put them in the same order in the same libraries, okay? And Audio Micro is one of them that has not performed at all. And I joined at the same time as Melody Loop. So here you have a perfect example, okay, if you wanted me to reveal one of them. And Audio Micro is Audio Micro. It's a quite a big library. And I don't know if one of you guys are selling there or not, and that's why I don't want to say or point fingers at certain libraries, because maybe you or maybe there is somebody there doing very well. For me, it has been catastrophic since I joined Audio Micro. I think I have one sale, okay? Compare that to Melody Loops. Melody Loops, I get paychecks. I get paid every Friday, and that's fantastic. And I have the same songs there, So in Audio Micro, after a certain amount of time, I actually drop my effort. I didn't really like to. I didn't carry on uploading really. So that's a perfect example of two different libraries that actually have the same amount of music, at least in my case, and one is performing very well and the other one is completely dead, It's what we call in our industry a dead website. It's just, and I don't want to call it a dead website. I don't believe that Audio Micro, it's a dead website or anything, but just for some composers, it might not do anything, And vice versa, this could be the exact opposite for you. And that's what I was mentioning in my latest video. It was that sometimes for us, it could be doing very well on one and the other one, it just doesn't do. So the trick here is, if you're just getting started, My advice to you will be, the strategy will be to compose one song at a time and upload that in many different accounts, and repeat that process, you see, and just upload one new song and then go Pawn 5, Audio Jungle, Lockstock, okay, production tracks, 123RF, Dreams Time is the latest website that I have actually joined in. I had some sales immediately. I haven't uploaded much either because it's very hard to keep pumping music. I'm not going to deny that as you go along. But it's the only way for you to test it, you know. So Melody Loops and Audio Micro, that's one of my examples of one, how well it's doing, and the other one how it doesn't do anything at all, to the point that I stop uploading for now. Maybe in the future, if I feel like I have enough time to keep putting music there, and I don't really mind what's going to happen, I might do it. But as we are talking right now, because my time is very valuable, I'd rather do a YouTube video than upload music to Audio Micro, if that makes any sense. Because I feel that this is more important for me at this very moment. So for you, you might have a day job, and if you have a certain amount of time to only dedicate to this, then, you know, that's something to be aware of as well. And maybe share it with me, you know, in the future, because you might join Audio Micro and you might have started doing sales on a regular basis. And that will prove my theory that it is for some people different than it is for me, for example, or for other composers. It's completely different, you know. Another website that I joined as well, before I joined Audio Micro and Melody Loops, was Motion Elements, okay? And this is a website that they have like a subscription part where you can actually license your music through that model, and you can sell them as well individually. And I have sold on both, and I think Motion Elements is a great platform because of that, because they pay quarterly, and I believe they do the same with the Element subscription thingy on Audio Jungle. I believe they pay every quarter. And Motion Elements, I have sold on both deals. You know, this is something that you can opt in, and I think that's a great model. I believe that the more libraries should do that as well. So that allows us composers to actually sell our music in our portfolio. But then again, they might have some customers that actually have a subscription or a corporate plan or whatever, and they download music at a much cheaper cost for them, but at least you can still get money from that same music track. It's not like it's music dedicated for a subscription model or anything. And Motion Elements as well, I do very well. So other ones that I'm not really performing very well for me, well, and they're like small drips, will be probably 123RF, actually. It started very well back in the days, and then it's very slow sales. They're like drips, but I keep them there, and I upload very minimal upload process as well. The other thing that I wanted to mention with Audio Micro, that is a little bit of a pain to upload, at least in my experience. I mean, I know that Audio Jungle could be overwhelming, the upload process, but the whole tagging and the whole description with Audio Micro is just so painful, okay? It's very painful for me. Now, Motion Elements is a fantastic website. I do make sales there as well. That will probably fall on number 4 maybe after Audio Jungle. So it will be Pawn 5 and Melody Loops. They're very close to each other. And then it will be Audio Jungle. And I have production tracks as well. That is, I will call it the middle of the road. I do make sales there. I have a lot of music there. And you know, it's just a matter that when you have different accounts, some of them will you might even cash some money in 1 month, but then it won't be enough until the next month, you see. And then some other ones that are really alive, like Pawn 5 and Melody Loops, and it's just a constant flow, and Audio Jungle as well. So I joined as well Find Music quite recently, like a year ago or so. And I have had some sales there as well. Some people have been against this kind of like libraries for some reason, but hey, I get paid from my music from them, so I have no reason to complain. And so, you know, it's just I just want to do that. I felt that I wanted to do this video too, so I don't send the wrong message as well. Like, you know, I don't want to become one of those YouTubers or this video that says, I'm going to show you the #1 trick to do this, and then you watch the whole video and there's no trick, right? So I feel like I have a responsibility as well, and tell you or share with you what my journey is, because I want to document this. And while I'm at it, well, some mosquitoes in here now. Here in Greece, it's very warm now, so mosquitoes and all kinds of ants are coming inside the flat. But while I'm at it, talking about all of this, is that as well I've been experimenting with a YouTube upload as well for a month or so since I started having my website. And I start uploading every Friday. And I think I did a couple of weeks ago, I did a video that I said that I was going to upload every Friday. And, you know, this is me following the advice of YouTube experts and whatnot that say that you have to upload on a regular basis and almost like have a schedule as well. So people know that this particular day, the YouTuber is going to upload a video. And I follow the advice, you know, and I'm not satisfied with it, you know. I mean, uploading every Friday is not enough for me, and I want to share more. Sometimes I'm throughout the week and I want to do something a little bit more spontaneous and come up with even more content and more things to share with you. And I have to wait until Friday comes in, and then it becomes this mechanical thing that is not very spontaneous. So I think I'm going to break that model, and I'm sharing this with you so you can let me in the comment section see if this is something that you like. Are you expected to see more videos, or are you expecting just to have like once a week video? To me, like that's like 4 videos in a month. That's not enough for me. And back in the day when I started doing vlogs, and I think it was on my 2nd year, I started to pick up the pace a lot, and I will upload like probably 2 a week, even 3. At one point, I think I did like 4 a week, and I felt like amazing because I love to do videos, I love to connect, I love to share. And the more you do it, like anything, the more content you have, the more you want to talk, the more you want to share. It's the same with the music. The more music you do, the more inspired you become, and the more active you want to be. You know, the problem is like when you stop. So I think the whole uploading process for every Friday has become a little bit of a drag for me, and I don't feel it's enough. You know, I feel like I want to talk more. I want to document more because I am building my website, and we have all kinds of issues with the website. I have my wife helping me with a website building. She's a little bit more tech savvy when it comes down to that. I have a friend as well, a follower or a subscriber on YouTube as well that has helped me, and I really appreciate it as well, giving me a few tips and tweaks when it comes down to images on my website as well. And I'm working on so many other things as well. Keep uploading music, keep doing new music, and I have mentioned that I have gone almost like part-time doing the whole stock music. I still get the revenue from them, but from these libraries, but I can actually invest now more time in actually building the website and working on other projects like the YouTube as well, which I'm trying to take it a little bit more hands-on. And by that, I mean that I was experimenting with the whole 1 video a week following the advice of other YouTubers as a minimum. And even though my schedule is quite packed, I feel like it's not enough. So I might spice that up. And my point is that you can follow my advice, and I can tell you exactly what my journey is. And you can take that, you know, and then you have to experiment like I'm doing with this YouTube example. For example, you know, okay, for me, it doesn't work like this. And I don't even want to commit to like Tuesdays and Fridays. You know, I want to feel like I upload on Fridays anyways, but I might as well just spice it up. And hey, today is Saturday, so I could upload this today as well, Saturday evening going into Sunday maybe, and just build up the process of more, because the more I do it, I know that converts into me wanting to do more. And that is true with stock music, and that is true with anything in life. And it is true with even working out. So there's something else that I wanted to do a quick update with the upload process on YouTube. I feel like I can do more, and I want to spice it up. Do a little bit more of tutorials, do a lot of vlog as well. I appreciate as well the comments in my latest videos about the tripod. It was a little bit hard for me to edit it. I have to confess, I felt like a little bit seasick. But you know, I want to do a little bit be spontaneous, and at the same time create value and document as much as possible. Another thing that I haven't done on this YouTube channel as well is going live. I think I did 1 live, but it wasn't like a proper live a few years ago. So I might want to do that as well, and just be connected live and have a little bit of an interaction with you guys and talk really through YouTube. And you know, I just feel that for us, as we're doing things, we always learn, and we always learn from others. I learn from others, for example, when it comes to YouTube. And you know, I try to take that knowledge, apply it, and then see if it works for me. So that's the message with my videos as well when it comes down to stock music. I try to document what I'm doing, talk about the different libraries, and see how I'm doing at the moment, because this changes. and just give my best advice for you guys, because my goal is to help you make sales, make that first sale on stock music libraries. Okay, there's nothing more satisfying for me than get a private message and say, hey Dan, I saw your videos, I've been following you on YouTube. I finally got my shit around and uploaded to Pond 5 or Audio Jungle or whatever, and I had my first sale. That to me, it makes all this YouTube channel worth it, and everything that I talk about. So that's very satisfying for me, and and I have so many messages like that, and it's just mind blowing, and it really means the world to me to know that there's other people there, because that was my main blog when I started doing stock music. Is this possible for me? I know I have the knowledge to make music. I have the gear, but it's a mental block. So I know that there's a lot of us out there, or there's a lot of you guys who might have that same issue. In combination with the lack of time, which I'm experiencing at this very moment. So, back in the day, I had so much time to actually dedicate to starting off doing stock music, and now it has been compressed and compressed and compressed. And at the same time, I'm trying to do more things around that. And I completely relate to you guys that want to do this on the side. I really want to focus my energy on that, because that's my goal today. That I'm in a position to do it part-time. But I still love and enjoy to compose music and upload it and get better at my craft, But I really want to reach out and say, hey, I get it. You have a day job. I get it. You have a band. You want to do other things as well, but you want to create some stream of income with stock music. Not with royalties, not with back-end royalties or from upfront sync payments from other libraries and wait for a year or so to get paid. That's all well and done, but my focus is on stock music libraries, and just get your music, upload immediately, wait for the review, and there are so many other stock libraries that you can start making money immediately. And when I say immediately, I mean in the next 30 days. Like I said, there's libraries like Melody Loops that they pay every week. So that's something that is very real. It's something that it has helped me a lot. Okay, you have no idea how much it means to me to know that I have an account with a certain library that I can get paid every Friday. That to me means a lot. It is a game changer for me. I don't have to wait every month to get paid by Melody, by Pond 5 or Audio Jungle. So, but you have to spice it up. You see, I cannot just rely on one and or the other. It has to be everything, And some of them are not doing very well, and I just try to not focus so much. That was the main message of my latest video. So anyways, man, I know this is a little bit of a long video. I just feel sometimes that it's not enough time when it comes down to the YouTube format as well. Of like, I try to keep my videos a maximum 10 minutes, and or anything beyond that, it could be a little bit boring. Some people have said to me that I should do a podcast, and I don't want to even begin something new. I have enough at the moment as it is with a YouTube channel and the stock music, and the website is a real. I never knew how busy can it be, and try to connect with you guys and all of this, and just trying to build like an ecosystem as well of something a little bit that has more meaning for me and for you as well. And like I said, I want to reach out as many as possible. So I need to have some certain things in place. Okay, so it is a long video today, so please forgive me. Some of you have sent some music tracks to me to review, and I haven't had the time. And if you send me music, I don't know how quick can I review that music and get back to you, especially when it comes down to Audio Jungle rejects. I wish I had the time. I can't really promise anything, but I love to connect and help out, but just wanted to put that out there as well. Thanks a lot again for all the love and support. Thanks for the feedback, for the comments, for subscribing. And, man, it's just another Saturday in a stock music composer's life. And as always, man, hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope these videos find you well. And as always, man, rock and roll, and see you on another video, okay?